Karoline Leavitt destroys Whoopi Goldberg live on The View. Uncensored Showdown shocks nation. In what is being called one of the most explosive and polarizing moments in daytime television history, former White House aide and rising conservative voice Karoline Leavitt took center stage on The View and fearlessly went head-to-head with Hollywood legend and liberal icon Whoopi Goldberg. The result? A full-blown on-air confrontation that has gone viral, ignited fierce political debate, and rattled the very foundation of ABC's long-running talk show. It all started innocently enough. Leavitt had been invited to The View to discuss the current political climate, the 2024 presidential election, and her views on free speech and media. But tensions were already simmering beneath the surface before the cameras even started rolling. According to insiders, producers were nervous about bringing Leavitt on, fearing she might disrupt the usual tone of the show. And that she did. From the moment Karoline spoke, her energy was unmistakably bold and unfiltered. As she began to lay out her criticisms of mainstream media's role in shaping political narratives, Whoopi Goldberg interrupted her, dismissing her viewpoint as divisive rhetoric. But Karoline didn't flinch. Instead, she turned directly to Whoopi and fired back with an icy calm that could freeze the room. What's divisive? Whoopi is pretending to support diversity while shutting down every voice that doesn't fit your narrative. The studio went eerily quiet. Audience members held their breath. Co-hosts Joy Behar and Sunny Hosting looked visibly alarmed as Karoline proceeded to call out The View as a platform that demonizes conservatives under the guise of dialogue and champions cancel culture while preaching tolerance. Whoopi, clearly caught off guard, attempted to clap back with a sarcastic jab, but Karoline didn't stop. She doubled down, saying, "This isn't about right versus left anymore. This is about truth versus control. And you, Whoopi, represent the control." The tension in the room was thick enough to cut with a knife. Behind the scenes, producers frantically gestured to wrap up the segment early. According to multiple sources, there was panic in the control booth as ABC staff realized they had a viral moment unfolding live and were completely unprepared to contain it. But Karoline wasn't done. Before the show could cut to commercial, she made one final mic drop moment that sent shockwaves across social media. Americans are tired of the media deciding who gets to speak and who doesn't. We don't need permission to have a voice anymore. Within minutes of the show airing, the internet exploded. Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram were flooded with clips of the confrontation. Hashtags like Karoline Leavitt, Whoopi Clash, The View Explodes, and Daytime Drama shot to the top of trending topics. Viewers were split. Some praised Karoline for her bravery in standing up to the liberal stronghold of mainstream television, while others accused her of disrespecting an iconic figure in front of a national audience. The fallout was immediate. ABC's switchboard was reportedly inundated with calls, both supportive and angry. Political commentators from Fox News to MSNBC chimed in. Tucker Carlson shared the clip on his platform, calling Karoline a new kind of conservative, fearless and unshackled. Meanwhile, liberal pundits labeled her performance dangerous, reckless, and attention-seeking. By evening, Karoline released a statement on her official X account, formerly Twitter, saying, "I won't apologize for speaking the truth. If standing up to media hypocrisy upsets people, maybe it's time they ask themselves why." That tweet racked up over 10 million views within hours and was reshared by major conservative figures across the country. In contrast, Whoopi has remained noticeably silent, with no public statement released at the time of this report, though some insiders claim she was furious and deeply offended by how the segment played out. Insiders close to the production claim that The View's producers are now in damage control mode. There are rumblings that future guest bookings will be heavily scrutinized to avoid another moment like this. However, some execs see the viral numbers as a win, as the clash drove The View's ratings to a 6-month high. Political drama, television fireworks, and cultural commentary all collided in one unforgettable moment. And it's safe to say The View may never be the same again. Will Karoline be banned from ever appearing again? Will Whoopi address the confrontation on air? And what does this mean for the future of politically charged daytime TV? Stay tuned. This saga is just beginning.